I think we are good to go. It's showing live on my phone. So we'll go ahead and get started. Hello everyone, hope you can hear me. The audio's at max level. I've got my bulk brick right behind me here. I think I'm actually going to start with this bin. So we are good to go. Fantastic. Alrighty. Well, hello everyone. Hope you're having an excellent day today. I'm doing pretty good. I have got a bunch of Lego to sort as usual on Sunday evenings here in the Eastern time zone. However, it's more like afternoon if you're out west. But thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. A bunch of our friends are already in the chat saying hi, so let's say hi to a couple of them. So first off, I felt like commenting some of the new emojis, so my comments are there first. But you've got Henry there, Grumpy J. Good to see you, Grumpy J. Hope you're doing well. I've got my giant screen up today, so I can actually read the comments conveniently instead of using my little micro laptop. So this should be nice. But good grumpical day, everyone. And then Henry says, it's already night here and I'm dangerously yawning. Oh no, Henry. Well, hopefully you could stay up for just a minute and say hi. But feel free to get your sleep too. There's no pressure to stay the entire time. We'll be sorting for about an hour. Cross Airborne Customs is here. Good to see you, Cross. Hope you're doing well. Got some Phase 2 Shock Troopers and Phase 2 Grunts. Nice. Very cool. Some Star Wars clones sounds like. Very cool. Those are very worth collecting from what I hear. But Brick Momvier, good to see you, Brick Momvier. Hope you're doing well. Let's see, we are now live. Good to go. Nexus is here. Good to see you, Nexus. Thank you for joining in. We have got a bunch of bricks, so I'm going to get started. But I'm glad you were all able to attend. I might need to go grab one more bin, though, because I think I need a spot for my reddish brown if I find some. Which I already see some in this bin, so we'll need some eventually. But yeah, I had a very busy week this week. I was working on my first 24-hour build of a Wolfpack Castle, and it went quite well, but there's still a lot of work to be done as far as behind-the-scenes editing and such. It's going to be a pretty long video, so don't expect it till probably next Thursday for public viewers, but definitely check it out when it does come out. That pretty much took my entire week, though, so I'm looking forward to next week and just kind of working on that, editing, that sort of thing, so it should be fun. Tegan, good to see you, Tegan. Hope you're doing well. I like that orange brick next to your name. Very nice. Means you've been a member for quite a while. And you got Josiah's here as well. Good to see you, Josiah. Joining in while me and my son built the Pharaoh's Quest set. Oh, nice. 7326. I gotta look that up now. Hold on. Let's see if I can open another browser without crashing anything here. 7326. 7326. Oh, the Sphinx. Very nice. That is a good one. Yep. Hopefully the stream didn't crash while I looked that up. I'm not sure. This is all new technology for me, but yeah, the Sphinx is a really cool set. They did one for the original Adventurers too, but it had a minifigure face or like a human face. It's not a Sphinx, it's a Anubis statue, actually. But for the Pharaoh's Quest, they went much more animalistic, which is pretty cool. So, is it a Sphinx or is it an Anubis statue? It's just like, it's in the pose of a Sphinx, but it's an Anubis, I think. So it's pretty neat. But Cajun Afel is here. Good to see you, Cajun Afel. Hope you're doing well. We are sorting some Lego as we try to every Sunday. I unfortunately missed last Sunday because I was busy with some social events, hanging out with some friends, but I am back, and we're good to sort, so. I am here today. Oh, I need dark gray too. I'm missing some bins. I'll be right back. I need 2 more bins. Hold on 1 second. So we got a bin for reddish brown and a bin for dark gray, which can go right here. Here we go. Fantastic. Brick Jedi, good to see you, Brick Jedi. Hope you're doing well. So what have y'all been up to? I've seen a lot of people posting, January 1st purchases. What are some of the things that you were going out to get, if anything? Because I didn't get that much. I didn't buy any Lego for January 1st, although there are a couple of sets on my radar. I really want to get the big medieval dragon from Aaron. That one's pretty cool. Yeah. So it's there's some really nice sets that have come out though. Some really big ones too. You could spend a lot of money on Lego these days. That's interesting. I don't know what. Oh, I know what this is from. Let me hold this up to the camera. So this little chunk of bricks, I think, is from the Hoopty, which is the worst set you could possibly buy. It's awful. But that is don't buy it if you can help it. If you do buy it, it's like on super sale or something, then it's good. But yeah, don't get it otherwise. Believe it's a Sphinx. Let's see, Sphinx with Pharaoh's face. The Adventurers. Exactly. It had like a Pharaoh like visage there. Just finished sorting a $300 lot of bulk. That must have been a lot of bulk, Tegan. That's awesome. Well, if it sounds like you're finished, you may not necessarily be able to join me, but we still have a lot of fun to be had here. We're chat Lego and stuff too. Let's see. Josiah says, "Could you shout out my son? He's a huge fan. His name is Cash. 5 years old and building mocks already." That's awesome, Cash. Congratulations on building some mocks. That's actually at 5 years old. That's really early for mock building. So that's when I started getting into Lego, although I pretty much just did sets and a few little creations of my own, nothing too crazy. So you are well on your way to be a Lego master, so keep it up, man. That's awesome. Very cool. And Cash, that's a cool name too, Cash. So BDD Builds is here. Good afternoon, BDD Builds. Hope you're doing well. And if you haven't gone and checked out BDD Builds, they've got a bunch of cool, I want to say they're castle-themed creations, but they might be more like Viking or something more specific. Maybe Skyrim is the right theme I'm thinking of. But yeah, check out their Instagram at the very least for some really cool builds. Some really great wooden palisades worth checking out for sure. My Target was totally wiped out of sets. Hey, well, good for Target, but sorry that you weren't able to maybe get the ones you were looking for, Cajun. That's not fun. But yeah, I know I saw some people lining up outside of Lego stores. I wasn't gonna do that. I was too busy building, but it looked like a lot of fun. Lining up for stuff can be fun if it's worth it. Like a new Lego release, I could see myself doing that one day. If they make another big castle set that's limited release. So. Travertine is here. Good to see you, Travertine. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. We have just barely gotten any sorting done, just a little bit here. I had to grab a few more bins because there were some colors that I missed. Dark bluish gray and reddish brown, both of which I shouldn't miss, but nonetheless they were not there, so I had to go grab them. I've done mocks since 2. There you go, Henry. That's the earliest start I've ever heard of. So congratulations. Yeah, building mocks is what Lego's all about, in my opinion. I got 2 Star Wars sets and a Space Police set out of it. Nice, Tegan. So you're kind of piecing together Lego sets that you've that were in this collection that you bought. That's pretty cool. That's sometimes the best way to do it. If you get like a big bin of Lego and you can tell there's a couple specific sets you might want out of it, it's worth putting in the effort to, you know, pull out all those pieces and rebuild those sets. Like Space Police and you know, Star Wars, absolutely worth it. Mark, are you going to get the Death Star in October? Hold on, I'm getting a spam from Edge. Death Star? Probably not. I'm not a giant Star Wars fan. I have only a couple Star Wars sets, so probably not. I also don't really have a lot of room to display stuff. I just put in 2 new shelves, and I'm putting up Exo Force and probably like Lego Island / some Lego City sets. But probably no Star Wars display anytime soon. Although I'm sure that's what a lot of people have been looking forward to as far as Lego set releases, because everyone's needed a Death Star for a long time. And the most recent one was like that tiny little gift with purchase that's like this big. It's so silly. So I'm glad they are releasing a new one. There's quite a few new Star Wars sets coming out. So I can't afford Lego as much, so I'm glad that I got most sets I want are sold out, minus the Wolfpack CMF. Yeah, that's true. Wolfpack CMF is a new thing on the radar for Castle and Classic Lego fans for sure. I ordered 2 online, paid a slight premium, but I thought it was worth it versus me trying to go find them in my area. There's a lot of Lego fans who live nearby me, I think. So the CMFs are always immediately gone for the first year. They're almost impossible to find. Because my buddy Rich, who is very into collecting Intense Bricks on Instagram. I don't think he has a YouTube, but he is very into collecting the latest castle-related figures, and he's found a few, I think, but nothing crazy. So that's part of the 90th anniversary Line Night Castle. Got an extra one a while back, and I started going through it to sort it. So some great pieces being added to our collection. Let's see. Autumn, aka Fall Equinox, and I went to Jan 1st release day. It was so much fun. That sounds like fun, Grumpy J. I think I saw some stories about that. That sounded like fun. Mark has enough gray bricks. I pretty much do. I bet kids playing with Duplo all technically built mocks. That's true. I will say it's like, for me, I didn't consider myself like a real mock builder until I was sharing them online. And then I considered myself kind of like, not pro, but like taking it more seriously and just building with them as a kid. So, and that, I started doing that when I was about 17, which was now quite a while ago. That was like 13-ish years ago. But yeah, building your own stuff is where it's at though. I used Brick Monkey Scan to identify some parts, and one was the Republic Frigate. Wow. Tegan, that's a great set. I know which one that is, actually. That's how cool a set that is. There's part of the Durmstrang ship there. You've got the cool flag piece. That'll actually be useful for castle mocks in the future. I don't think that'll work for Wolfpack because they don't have yellow, but for Lion Knights, absolutely. Ooh. And I got a little drawer for that right over here. Nexus, it was chaotic and made me smile. Chaos, chaos. Yeah, Grumpy J is a big fan of chaos. I can attest to that. In a good way. In an endearing way, you know. If you watch his live streams, you know. No, his live streams are fantastic. Go subscribe to Grumpy J. Where am I? There we go. Light gray over here. Some more Technic and reddish brown. Yeah, the Durmstrang, I'm glad I picked the ship up. I don't think I got the rest of the set, just the ship and a few figures. So most of the set. And I'm glad I did because it's really good for parts. It was cool to display too for a little while. That's professional troll. Exactly. I was unable to find any Wolfpack at my Lego store, so I also just bought 2 on Bricklink. Yep. That's what is sometimes has to be done if your area is really like full of Lego fans, which a lot of areas are. Some of them aren't. Like I've found that sometimes like a downtown Lego store might be less busy, or like downtown Walmart or Target might have more Lego available, and then sometimes like a suburban area might have less because you have kids and collectors out there, but less like downtown areas. So it's interesting. So, depends on the location a lot. Putting that over there. Some Technic. Take those out. I'll put that in Technic too. Love some olive green plants. I'll actually probably be using these in the Wolfpack Castle. I want to put some finishing touches on it after the 24 hours are complete. So next is I really want to get the Arc 170 and the Spider-Verse set, but can't. So it's good that they are sold out and not in stores yet. They're sold out already? That's crazy. I mean, I can kind of see that, but that is let's put reddish browns over there. Let's put green over here. And green Technic. And light gray over here. T Valkyrie, good to see you, T Valkyrie. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Grumpy, when's your stream start tomorrow? I'll be working, but I'll try to make it. 6 p.m. Eastern. I keep thinking it's 7, but 6 p.m. Eastern for Grumpy J's Monday. Grumpy Mondays. Monday Grumpies? What's the stream called, Grumpy? What's the official title of that? I've attended several of them, but I usually can't stay for long. Monday's usually my building day. There you go, Grumpy. Should be able to make it. Yeah, T Valkyrie can make it to several streams. You'll see her all over. But we've got about half a bin of stuff sorted here. Not too bad. I'm going pretty slow because I'm chatting with the comments quite a bit. Ooh, that's interesting. But yes, that looks like the remains of a Speed Champions set. Because you got the empty sticker sheet here, and some extra parts. So do I even want to keep that? I don't know. I'll put it in there for now, I guess. And take out the hair piece and put the rest in there. Ooh, sand purple. That's a pretty unique color. Every now and then a piece of this will get out of the bin where I keep it and get out into the wild. There's some floral. Case of the Mondays or something like that. Yep, Case of the Mondays with Grumpy J. That's one day that's going to be nationwide. Well, I mean, it already is. That's the nice thing about YouTube, is that once you're streaming on YouTube, anybody in the world can watch it. go. Mm-hmm. Oh, light gray goes over there. Dark gray goes over there. There we go. Well, I'm excited about Atlanta BrickCon coming up. That is a convention about an hour away from where I am on the south side of Atlanta, but it is going to be a lot of fun. I know a lot of people in the chat are going to be here. Like Grumpy J, I think, is able to make it. I think Nexus is going to try and stop by for a little bit too, if he's able. So that should be really fun to look forward to all that. My friend Lewis from Lego Masters, aka Salad Bricks, he's coming up from Miami and he's bringing a big castle mock. And he was asking if I would be able to help him unload it and set it up, which is a big honor. And I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely, buddy. I just want to be able to see it. So looking forward to seeing my friend Lewis and his cool. It's like a D&D inspired castle spire. It's really tall, and I think it won Best Castle at Brick World last year. So pretty cool. That I'm actually really looking forward to that one. What do you plan to bring to Atlanta BrickCon, Mark? Great question, Nexus. I am going to be bringing 4 tables worth of stuff. So there should be Tron, of course, and hopefully Tron will be very much finished. It's getting there, but there's a few more things I want to get done. The second thing will be Dune, and so you have the giant Dune sandworm and some Dune desert, and the Dune sign I've already posted on my Instagram and YouTube and everything as a short. The next thing will be my UFOs, which if you've seen any of the pictures I've posted or gone to the conventions I've gone to, they've been out there for a couple years, so nothing too new there. There's going to be more of them, but they're the same, with black lights on them, so they'll look cool. And then finally, I'm going to have a whole table for my 12-hour creations, which should be, like, you can see a couple of them behind me here. I'm not sure if I'm going to turn the camera because I don't want to lose my spot, but you can see the Roman Temple and the Adventurers mock right there. And those guys will have their own table too, as well as probably the 24-hour castle if I can get it done to my satisfaction. So a number of builds for sure. I'll have 4 tables. Steven will have 2 or 3 depending on what he can get done. So it should be pretty awesome. Sand Purple needs to come back. Yes. Yes it does, Henry. Pretty cool. Grandpa J probably won't be able to make it to start off, but would be dinner time for me? Oh yeah. Well, if you can make it across, it's worth stopping by to say hi to Grumpy. Put those over there. There. And there's some more purple as well. There's some purple. I think this is from Friends, because I think those window stickers look kind of friendly. But I think that's from the Downtown Flower and Design Stores, which was a great set if you like city buildings. So I always say I'm going to live forever as long as humans and the internet survive. There you go, Grumpy. You've already made it this far. You'll be fine. Tegan says, I found on the Space Police set an odd part. They look like skis or feet that go on the booster pods. Interesting. So is that like, was that Space Police 2 or Space Police 3? Because Space Police 2 would have some of those weird 90s classic space stuff in it. And Space Police 3 had its own, unusual selection of pieces too. Party at Nexus' house. He lives close to the convention. Exactly. Yeah, well, 30 minutes is a short commute. That's good, Nexus. You'll be able to attend, hopefully. And I live in an apartment. Party in Nexus apartment. We're not going to impose on Nexus, but it's good that he's nearby and we'll be able to stop by, say hi, see all the cool builds. So. Grumpy J might invite himself over, though. That is true. Hey, Michael, good to see ya. Was buying tons of old Lego from a friend. Hey, that's a great reason to be late. No worries, Michael. I'm glad you were able to stop by. Yeah, but a bunch of old Lego is good. Tegan was just talking about some Lego that they had bought too. So. And I've got Lego that I've bought right here, which I'm sorting. So we've all bought Lego. We were also talking about new releases and seeing if there were any... What is this? This looks like Star Wars. I think that's Star Wars. I think that sticker is from Star Wars. I don't have a lot of Star Wars, so it's cool. If anyone knows where that sticker is from, it's interesting. I'll show it up one more time. I don't know. Putting that with the sticker pieces, though. But yeah. Set 5974. Let me look that up. Hold on. The YouTube, open a new one. 5974. Just type in the search real quick. Galactic Enforcer. That's a classic. Okay, so Space Police 3 then. Very cool. Nice. Well, that's great, Tegan. There should be some cool pieces in there. I never got that set, so I don't know about it too specifically. But yeah, that's a neat one. I don't know what pieces are in it. I'm sure there's a lot though. It's a big ship. So. Taking apart more of that 90th anniversary castle. So there's a neat piece. That is a shoulder from a, what is it called? Overwatch figure. One of those big action figure mechs. It's pretty cool. You kind of want to have two of them though, because they make great shoulders. I think I just have this one. I don't know if I have more of them. Ooh, a lime green bush piece. That's unique. I really like that. That's a cool color. Very neat. I didn't even know I had a lime green one. I didn't even know they made lime green ones. That's neat. Yeah, let's go raid Ant Bandit's party. He does famously have a party at the convention every year. He's invited me each time. I've just always been busy or tired. I typically have to work at the convention, kind of. I have like scheduled events I need to be at, so I can't unfortunately stay up late partying, but it looks like a lot of fun. Come to my house. I live 5,000 miles from that place. Yep. Hey, one day, Henry, I'll make it over there. I'll stop by. We'll go out for coffee or something. Got a hold of some old Indiana Jones Temple of Doom and 2006 Batman set. A bunch of parts, so I'm very happy. Those are some rare sets, Michael. Even in the United States, those are rare, so that's awesome. That's a good day for sure. It's from the Friends Pineapple Juice Truck. Interesting. I didn't know that. That is a surprise to me. I don't remember getting that set. I must have got it in bulk brick or something. Well, we've gotten quite a bit sorted already. Some pretty cool pieces. Sand purple is neat. Lime green bush was cool. That really caught my attention. Some sticker pieces that I didn't know about, so that's fun. I'm trying to save aside my stickered pieces now so that I'll be able to use them in mocks when I want to, instead of just having to randomly find them. So they're all in one bin now, which is good. Trying to get my collection better organized. That's part of the Lion Knight's castle as well. What a great set. And that's a cool little roof piece too. Got it. Oh yeah, read that one. It's 90% complete. Just need a few more pieces and minifigs to complete it. Nice. That's probably worth doing then, Michael. That's pretty neat. Which conventions are you guys talking about? I probably can't make it, but I'm curious. So, Michael, we were just talking about an upcoming convention. It's the first weekend in February. It's Atlanta BrickCon, which is a up-and-coming, growing convention in the north side of Atlanta. And it's the closest one to me on the south side of Atlanta. It's about an hour drive away. And so I'm very excited about it because it's one of the main conventions I like to display at each year. So I will be bringing 4 tables worth of stuff, which is more than I usually bring. And Steven will bring a lot of stuff too. And a number of the people in the chat, Grumpy J is in Florida and Nexus is not far from there. He's about 30 minutes away. So we are looking forward to converging on the convention and having a great time enjoying a bunch of cool LEGO creations. So LEGO conventions are a lot of fun. So Michael, do they have LEGO conventions in, is it Iceland where you're from, or like in Scandinavia in general? I know they have some in Denmark, and they have some in Sweden, I believe. But is there anything in Iceland? Is there enough LEGO fans happening over there? Yeah, I'm actually going to the U.S. this summer, but in California, so no convention close as far as I can know. Yeah, I think that California is kind of, they don't have like a big permanent convention over there. They have some smaller ones pass through, but nothing like, I'm surprised because I would imagine there's a lot of LEGO fans in California, and that would make a lot of sense from a business perspective, but yeah. They used to have Bricks by the Bay, but it stopped happening over COVID, so Finland. Okay, still down. Exactly. One day I'll start a Lego convention. There you go, Grumpy. I'll go to it. Even if it's a smaller one at first. There we go. So there's a cool, I think this is a Ninjago wheel piece. That's pretty neat. I like the texture on that. I think I'll just put that in the black bricks because it's plastic. We are just chugging along here. We're probably about 28 minutes or so, 27 minutes into the stream. So doing well, almost halfway. And we're more than halfway done on this bin, which is good. So we should be able to get this one done, maybe a little more on another one. We'll see. I'm taking my time. I'm not too worried about matching any quota or anything. Here's a cool piece. Another treasure. It's the little pixelated Mario from the Nintendo set, which I got one and I took it apart. I know it's a tragedy, but I didn't have any room for it, and the pieces were awesome. So, I'm sorry. But I got a little Mario here, and he's going with the other cool printed pieces. In fact, he's probably going to go with the minifigures, because he would be fun in a kind of sci-fi or cyberpunk mock. Garth Smith is here. Why sort by color? How is it sorted on the show? Oh, on Lego Masters, it was sorted by part and color. So, like, all the plates were over there, organized by size and color. And then all the bricks were over there, all the Technic pieces were over there, all the slopes were over there. So it was pretty well organized. But for my collection, I like sorting by color. Because I build a lot of landscapes and a lot of organic style builds. Less architecture and, like, mechanical builds. So I find it very useful to work with, here's all my tan pieces, here's all my green pieces, here's all my kind of color-based building. So. It's-a me, says Henry. Exactly. It's-a me, Mario. Kind of a stereotype, but you know, he's cool. I'm about 12 hours away from Atlanta. That's a long drive across. Yeah, well, one day you could either fly or drive once you get a little older, but until then. Yeah, no Lego conventions in Iceland. Definitely in Scandinavia, but that's a plane ride away. We don't even have a Lego store here. Oh, I am sorry, Michael. It must be tough to be a Lego fan in Iceland. Let's see. So this is a weird old space piece right there. You don't see that every day. That reminds me of Lego Racers, because that piece was kind of infamously used on the back of Basil the Batlord's car, which was pretty cool. Steven's going to need this string for his tree guy, though, so I'm going to save that up with the other minifig parts. Ooh, there's a minifig in a bag. I think that's one of the newer Ninjago ones. That's cool. Very nice. Sorting by color is greater than sorting by part. Hey, there you go. Michael supports my sorting style as well. No Lego store in Finland either. Are we the only ones? Sweden has 2. See, that's not fair. Finland and Iceland should at least have a small Lego store. That's too bad. One day you guys will have one. We need to write a formal letter to the Danish government and have them ask the Lego group to put a store in there, because that would be very good for all the Lego fans. Yeah, I'm grateful that there are 2 Lego stores not too far from me on the north side of Atlanta. They're both about an hour drive away, but there's 2 of them, so not too bad. In Florida, there's a bunch too. Grumpy J and friends have a lot to access down there. And, of course, stores like Walmart and Target sell them for the same prices as Lego too, so. I sort by color and type, but mostly by type. Interesting, Nexus. That's good. I live in MD, is that Maryland? Is that right? Yeah. The only convention I have to is Brick Fair VA. Well, Brick Fair VA is pretty good. That's a pretty good convention. Hopefully it keeps going, though. I know that they were trying to get the contract for the building next year or something, or this year. I keep saying next year. It's 2025 now. Happy New Year, everybody. It's a couple days late, but I missed last weekend, so. All I need is a pick-a-brick wall. I don't really buy sets anymore. Hey, see, pick-a-brick wall, that's what the Lego store is about, right? That's why people are going. Disney, Florida, exactly. Same, would be cheaper, exactly. Oh, look what I got here. I was taking this apart. I don't know if you can recognize that color scheme, but that's from Nexo Knights. It's gonna get taken apart here. Skipping the ads on my phone. Oop. There you go. The dreaded Nexo Knights. I did buy a couple of Nexo Knight sets, and I've taken them all apart very maliciously. Speaking of malicious, we've got Malistair here. Everyone at ease. Malcorp is here. We're officially at ease. There's a Technic plate. Useful. Yeah, Malistair, we were just taking apart some Nexo Knight pieces here, as well as discussing the great shortage of LEGO stores in both Finland and Iceland, and how we can get official LEGO recognition and redemption there. We really need them to redeem themselves for ignoring the Icelandic and Finnish populations for LEGO fans. Malistair, been a while since we last met in chat, says Nexus. There you go. Well, Malistair's pretty regularly here. He makes it the most of him when he can. Mark loves Nexo Knights. Oh no, Grumpy. Never. I'll never love Nexo. Actually, I'm planning on putting Nexo Knights in a... oh yeah, in New Zealand as well. I bet you they don't have a lot of LEGO stores down there. Planning on putting some Nexo Knights in the 12-hour build challenge poll at some point. Probably not this next one. I think I'm going to go for popular video games this next one. See if doing kind of a licensed theme would be fun. Or a theme that hasn't been licensed because it is a little too warlike, perhaps. But trying some video game adaptation builds here. So we do have conventions, though. Haven't been to any yet since my Dark Ages lasted 16 years. There you go. Dark Ages can last a while sometimes, Henry. But glad you're back and enjoying LEGO. So. Sometimes you just need a break, too. It's not that you dislike LEGO. It's just you got to do college. You have kids. You know, life gets busy. You got to do what you got to do. Let's see. Any interesting... There's a tan Nexo Knight shield, but we're not talking about Nexo Knights anymore. We've already talked about Nexo Knights too much. Oh, that's a piece from the Winter Village set, the latest one, which I smashed in the bin with a lot of glee. There you go. Mark, I haven't been to any live stream for a month of December. I've been busy working and going on vacation. Hey, Nexus, that's great. I'm glad you were getting some work done, and I'm glad you had a good vacation, too. But glad you're back, though. Because I like to say hi to you in the chat. Sounds like excuses, Nexus. Ooh, video game builds could be really cool. They can be, Michael. So the themes I have in mind... Actually, I could do a little poll here. Let me see here. Engage. We'll start a poll. Can I add another option? Yes. This is like a pre-poll for you guys. Let me type this in. This will be fun. So, which video game franchise would you like to see a 12-hour build from? You've got Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, and Warhammer 40k. Because all of those games have been very inspirational to me in the past few years. So, pretty exciting. It'll be up in just a minute. It's 80% loaded, looks like. That's a cool thing you can do from the settings here. You can actually like put polls out and stuff. So, Warhammer is winning. Interesting. That's what I thought. I think that'd be pretty cool. Hey, what's up, man? Hope all's well today on your end. Doing pretty good, Trims. Good to see you, Trims. And I like that membership badge, too. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we were just discussing what the next 12-hour build should be, and those are some of the themes I was thinking about putting in the poll. So, it could be pretty cool. Oddly enough, having kids is what helped me get out of my dark ages since we started buying Lego for them and I was hooked again. Hey! There you go. I've heard that too. That engaging with Lego again as an adult, it brings back all those memories and suddenly you have a great hobby. So. Sorting by color is artistically correct. I agree, T. Valkyrie. I agree. That is how I would do it. That is how I am doing it. 40K, says Henry. Exactly. Whoever does not vote for Warhammer is a heretic and the Emperor will not protect. Exactly. So, I was really thinking about doing a Ultramarines Dreadnought. That's what I really want to build as a 12-hour build challenge. And I'm not a big 40K fan by any stretch of the imagination. I only have a very surface level knowledge. I know who the Ultramarines are. I know who the Emperor is. I know a little bit, tiny bit about the galaxy and the world of the grimdark world of 40K. But that's probably, I'm not going to go too deep into it. I'm just going to go off some pictures and build it. Because I think it looks cool. But I imagine that wins. My problem is, oh, God of War is now ahead. What? God of War is fun too. That's another scene I want to do. The problem is, I don't have a custom Kratos minifigure, so I would have to figure that. I gotta vote. What am I gonna vote for? I guess I'll vote for Horizon. There you go. Yeah, it looks like the Horizon's the least voted for. However, I also really enjoyed that game too because I love landscapes, and that video game has tons of landscapes. And it'd be very easy to build since it already has a set and minifigure already to go. So, I think all of those themes will be built at some point, but just a matter of when. So, God of War. Oh, come on. Nexus is a God of War fan. There you go. Well, these are all games I haven't played, but I know God of War is Norse mythology based, so I got to vote for my heritage. There you go, Michael. So all those games are pretty awesome. The Space Marine 2 game is probably the most recent. But they're all pretty great. Preston Plays fan is here. Good to see you, Preston. Hope you're doing well. Or Preston Plays, I should say. We are sorting some Lego. We're about 40 minutes in or so. So doing pretty well. Got almost a full bin dealt with at this point. Still a little bit to go. Once that's done, we have several more over here that we can work on. But we're really not in a big rush. We're just hanging out. So God of War is winning the poll. Let me see what the results look like. But that was pretty close. So God of War 41%, Warhammer 40K 36%, and Horizon Zero Dawn 23%. So all decent percentages. Yeah, that'll be an interesting poll. I gotta get some good figures for God of War and Warhammer because obviously Lego's never done those. And they would be kind of hard to customize. Once that happens, I can then make the poll and be good to go. Malcorp just bought God of War and threw it out. Terrible game. Oh no! I'm sorry you didn't like it, Malister. That's unfortunate. I enjoyed it. It's not necessarily the greatest for gameplay. It's like fine, but the story I found compelling. So. There's Morgan. Good to see you, Morgan. Hope you're doing well. We were just discussing which video game franchise I should build for a 12-hour build challenge. And it was some pretty strong opinions there. Big Kid Bricks has really good Kratos based on the new games. I saw that, Dark Side. They're unfortunately out of stock right now, but maybe he'll get them back in stock soon. Because I would probably buy one of those. They're like 30, 40 bucks, but the figure is perfect. And it's a Lego minifigure underneath the paint. So I'd probably get one of those. So I'll keep an eye on that and see when they restock them. It might be that I hold off on this for a few more weeks till I'm able to get some beta figures. The Warhammer build is probably not going to have too many minifigures because, well, I could try and customize one, I guess. And make one up. I've seen people do them well. But I don't know. I definitely want to make one of the mechs, one of the bigger battle vehicles, and the tanks look pretty sweet too. Blood Angels demand blood. Oh, that's yeah. It's either I probably wouldn't be Blood Angels. I'm very vanilla, so I'd probably choose the Ultramarines if I was building Warhammer. But they all look cool. So don't usually do 4 options for the polls. Wondering about the 4th one will be. Oh, so there actually totally could be a 4th one, and that would be probably Assassin's Creed, which is another game I've enjoyed in the past. I'd probably be going for the classic style Assassin's Creed, not the newer ones. But, so that would just be a cool cathedral facade with, you know, a guy climbing on it, ready to jump down and trying to assassinate the bad guy. So that'd be pretty cool. So, but I think in some polls I've done 3, some polls I've done 4. So it kind of depends. It might do 4. We'll see. Choose wisely, Morgan. You can vote if you want to. It's not required. It just gives me a little bit of an idea of which one I should be thinking more about before the official poll, because that's kind of an unofficial poll there. But I'm glad to see that pretty much the main 2 are the God of War and the Warhammer ones. So. I'm having Lego too. There you go. Skyrim. Hey! There's some amazing Skyrim build potential there, because there's a lot of castles, there's a lot of figures. That would be pretty good. Okay, another game I have yet to play, but I love architecture, so a cathedral build would be amazing. It would be small, Michael. It'd probably be like a 32 by 32 base plate, but it would be fun for sure. Skyrim would be good too, though. This might have to be a 5-option poll. Maybe I do multiple video game weeks in a row to get them all out of my system. There's definitely some ideas there. Yeah, Skyrim is I could do Minecraft too, and it would probably do well because I see Minecraft, like Cheesy Studios Minecraft videos do awesome. Even if mine is not going to be as good as his, but it would be similar enough that it might get some views. But Skyrim would be good. Skyrim would be something you don't see all the time. Assassin's Creed 3, Fallout 4. Fallout 4 would be good too. I haven't played Fallout 4. It's in my inventory, ready to go. So I own it. I just need to play it. I got it on sale a long time ago. I got it for like $5, I forget. The Last of Us? I've seen a lot of The Last of Us builds, Sal. That is a really cool theme to build in, but I've seen people do it better than I can do in 12 hours, for sure. So probably not that one, but... I haven't really played that much Skyrim. I know a lot about it because I've seen a lot of it on YouTube, but I haven't like played through the whole game or anything. I don't even think I own it on Steam. I need to get it. But yes, I'm quite familiar with Skyrim. So I just haven't played it extensively, which is surprising because it seems like it'd be right up my alley for sure. It's very much my kind of thing. Final Fantasy, that would be funny, but I don't think. I don't know anything about it, and it might be a little more difficult than some because you got some crazy characters. Can you say hello to me, to Alexion? Alexion, hello. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching the stream today. Appreciate it. Zelda? I would love Zelda. I don't have the Zelda set though, so I would need to have that before doing the build. But that would be pretty cool. I'm not a gamer, I just do my Lego. There you go, Tegan. Hey, no problem with that. I mostly do Lego, but occasionally I'll play a video game as well. Another video game I was thinking of doing, this is a little bit more trendy, but Helldivers. I've played that a little bit and it was a lot of fun. So I think it'd be fun to do a mock of that because the little Helldiver figures wouldn't be hard to build, and then you can have some Terminator robots or some bugs attacking them. It would just be a cool space landscape. That'd be pretty easy. Yeah, lots and lots of mock potential in video games. And they honestly, I love doing Lego themes, and I could do those all year. But I think that video games will probably get a few more views because there's already that fan base associated with a video game. There's probably more fans of Warhammer, for example, than there are of Johnny Thunder, unfortunately. So there's more people who will watch those videos than just the Lego fans like us. So I'm trying to think of ways I can expand the audience that watches my videos a little bit. So. My previous mock and my current mock layout is Skyrim. It's such a fun world to build. Yes, I was talking about your builds earlier, BDD builds, and yes, Skyrim has been mocked before. But there's so much that can be turned into a mock that I think it's still excellent mock potential there. So. And everyone does it just a little bit different too. So video games will definitely get the views. There you go, Michael. That's my next step probably after the 24-hour build and Wolfpack. Because I think Wolfpack are kind of trendy right now in the LEGO community. So Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong would be funny. Or Crash Bandicoot. That would be funny. GTA. There you go. Or Call of Duty. Those are very popular games too. Building GTA out of LEGO would probably make a great video. I haven't played either of those that much at all. I'm familiar with them, but I haven't played them. Leo Bricks is here. Good to see you, Leo Bricks. And never tooled for LEGO? Earthworm Jim. See, I'm not familiar with that. I am unfamiliar with that. And then Cross Airborne says Minecraft. Yes, Minecraft, I'll probably have to do a Minecraft build at some point. It's not going to be as good as Cheesy Studios, as I've said before. But I think I could do a decent Minecraft mock. It's nice and blocky. Easy for LEGO builds. So got a lot of used LEGO. At first I was sorting by part. It got to be overwhelming of sandwich bags to try and organize it. Just trying to figure out how because of so many unique parts. So I do it by color, Garth. But once you do it by color, it's hard to undo that. So keep that in mind. But yeah. And Preston Place says, and Mario. There you go. Mario would be fun. They've made the big, Mario sets, but I would love to see a Mario figure. Then I think I could do some Mario mocks. Big Kid Bricks makes some, so I might have to see if they're still in stock. But, yeah. God of War would be good. Minesweeper? Oh my goodness. Minesweeper. That would, honestly, that would be a fun one if I was doing a video game series. It's totally doable, though. Tetris. Honestly, yeah, well, so what's funny is both of those are extremely achievable, especially if you do like a mosaic style. That would be funny. And then Stardew Valley, that would actually be very fun to do because they've done Animal Crossing sets, and I've seen Animal Crossing mocks now, like Maticus. Maticus Bricks does some great ones from that. So Stardew Valley is very popular too, so that'd be a fun twist on that kind of genre. So Marvel vs. Capcom, that's probably a little. You'd have to build some big sculpture, big figures like fighting. That'd be kind of tricky, but it'd be interesting. UFO Bricks, good to see you, UFO Bricks. Hope you're doing well. And thanks for stopping by, Nowhere Girl. Great suggestion. I will have to do, so since there's so much interest in video games, crossover with LEGO, I'll definitely have to explore a couple of these for sure. I know that like God of War, Warhammer, some of those big ones will probably be first, but eventually we can get to some of the more interesting ones like Stardew Valley and Tetris and other ones. So. Because those would be fun mocks too. Pong, okay, Pong's a little too simple. That's probably an hour build, if that. Oh my goodness. But thank you everyone for joining the stream today. We still got about another 10 minutes, and then we'll be wrapping it up here. But we've just about got this bin done, which is great. And if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe if you like LEGO content. Definitely check out the 12-hour build challenge videos. They're pretty cool, if I do say so myself. I think they're pretty fun. So. It's where I build a mock as quickly as possible and get most of it done usually. The 24-hour build challenge shall be out next weekend, so that's pretty fun. Okay, here's a really good one that came out around the same time as Skyrim. Two Worlds, amazing game, interesting. I'll have to look it up. Tegan says, I was sorting by color, but changed to sorting by part so I could just get smaller containers on a shelf. There you go, Tegan. Sometimes your storage solution demands a certain sorting method. Star Wars Lego? Unfortunately, Star Wars Lego would make a lot more views than some other themes that I've done. Like, not many people watch my Bionicle video, for example. But, or Exoforce. Not too many Exoforce fans out there. There's some, and they're very passionate about it, but there's more Star Wars fans, for sure. Gifted 1 Mark of Fall with membership. So thank you, Grumpy. Appreciate it. Whoever got that membership, there you go. Cal got a membership. That's awesome. And you can check out, there's quite a bit of behind the scenes stuff to check out now, too. So, definitely not a lack of ideas in the video game world, yeah. And just because of the popularity of some of these themes, I might have to try it out. So. I think that's going to be my next poll this upcoming weekend. So if you want to see Warhammer, or you want to see God of War, or maybe Horizon or Assassin's Creed going up with those group, be sure to vote when that poll comes out. Especially on YouTube, because that one is the biggest poll, and that will definitely sway the other Instagram and Facebook's ones. So. Fat Daddy Brick says, I get an extra day of building today because it snowed in Kansas. There you go, Fat Daddy Bricks. We were supposed to get some snow here in Georgia, but I don't think it arrived. We might go unscathed. We'll see. So, Fall Equinox is here. Good to see you, Autumn. Thank you for tuning in. We were just talking about video games and which ones we want to build in Lego. So there's actually a poll in the chat, and you can go vote on which ones you think would be the most interesting. That's not an official poll. It's just kind of giving me an idea of which ones I should plan for more. Because the YouTube generally has the biggest voting turnout, so they end up usually deciding which mocks get built. So getting a little pre-poll is good. 9 inches so far, still coming down. That's a lot of snow, Fat Daddy Bricks. That's awesome. And Darkside is here. Good to see you, Darkside. Hope you're doing well. I'm about 65 to 70% done with the Marvel Rivals mock based on the Hydra base. That sounds great, Darkside. That's awesome. And are you going to be posting that on your YouTube channel, right? I think I'm subscribed, so that's pretty cool. Warhammer is winning! It is. Sorry your live streams I missed because of the time zone. No worries, Tegan. If you can make it, great. If not, it's totally understand. You're in New Zealand and you got a lot of Lego to deal with, so I understand. See, wow, yeah, just notice how good your channel is doing. Since you started the 12th series, you've doubled your subscriber count, right? That is correct, Michael. We started a little over 3,000 when I started doing YouTube as a full-time gig for now. And then we've done really well. We've actually passed 6,000, so thank you all, which is great. That's basically double what I had when I started, so in like 2-3 months. So I'm very happy with that. But it's not quite enough to pay all my bills yet, so I'm going to keep working on it for a while. I'm probably going to keep doing YouTube full-time until Atlanta BrickCon, and then figure out what I have to do after that. Probably going to get a part-time job at least, maybe a job somewhere else. Maybe I'm talking to Bricker Builds, other Lego-related places. We'll see. But I do want to keep doing this regardless of what I do, even if it's just weekends and I have to dial back a little bit. Because I have been going kind of crazy with it the past couple months, so. And all the views have shown up, so it's good. Well, we are closing in on an hour, but I might go a few minutes over time because I think it was a few minutes late starting, so we'll make that happen. But been a great stream so far. We got a bunch of Lego sorted. We're almost done with this bin, which is good. If we can get just a few more pieces sorted, I'd be very happy with that. Hello, I come from Oslo. Yes, and that is Norway, right? Very cool. Yeah, we have a Finnish, an Icelandic, and a Norwegian all in the chat right now. That's pretty cool. Henry, I think, is from Finland. So. I am originally from the Åland Islands between Sweden, or my family is, between Sweden and Finland. So I'm also, my family's from that region as well. Eriksson, last name Eriksson. So. I think Grumpy's got a little bit of that in him too. So. For the Emperor, yes, Warhammer looks like they're winning. 44 to 34. It's a pretty healthy lead now. There you go. I'd be excited about any of those themes, but Warhammer would be pretty special. I don't see a lot of Lego Warhammer mocks. I've seen a few, and they're really good, but that is pretty unique. So that would be a interesting build. Have them battling some chaos monsters. That'd be pretty cool. The new video game that came out, the Space Marine 2, it's pretty neat looking. So there's lots of visual and color inspiration there. So I know like exactly what to build based on screenshots. It'll be great. So easier to build now than before. I mean, they've always had the miniatures, but that really creates a great 3D idea picture for it. Here's some legs. Oh, we're almost done with this bin, guys. Transparent, white, nougat. And there's a piece I haven't seen before. The double-sided clip piece, that's unique. That's new to me. I'm kind of getting old school with my parts knowledge. But I still know most of them, but that one's new to me. So every now and then I get surprised by a new one. All right, we got a bin done. Fantastic. We've got just a few minutes left on the hour, but I might go 5 minutes overtime. I'll sort for a little bit out of this one. Ooh, I was actually looking for this. I need this little bee for an upcoming project, because one of our characters in our upcoming D&D campaign uses bees as part of their character, so I'm saving that aside. For sure. That's interesting. My heritage is England, but born in New Zealand. There you go. English, but from New Zealand. Multiple Americans. Lots of Americans. Exactly. Oh, wow. Really? Those islands have a pretty small population, I believe. Yes, there are like 15, 20,000 people there. Very small. A lot of little islands. So, but we were able to trace our ancestry back to there exactly. So it's pretty cool. That was like my great-great-grandfather, Eric Erickson, hopped on a boat, sailed all around, finally settled in the United States. So, pretty cool. Learned about them in school, but you are, I think, the first person I've encountered from there. I'm not directly from there, but my family is, so. I'm from the United States. I was born in Florida. But just a few generations back, my great-grandfather was from there. So, Mark, you got any of those D&D minifigures? I impulse bought a whole box on Bricklink last week. Hey, I highly recommend you do that, Michael, because they are the best minifigures ever. I also bought a full box. I don't think I have it here. But I did buy a full box as well, and I have not regretted it at all. I've used all those pieces a lot. So, yes. Big fan of the D&D. I got the D&D set and the D&D figs when they came out. So, is there an Anglo-Saxon Lego minifigure? I wish there was, Tegan. I don't think they have anything specifically like that. The closest thing is probably the Lord of the Rings figures, honestly. Because those cultures were based off of, you know, Saxons, for example. I think the Rohan was based on that. So, what a coincidence. Eric Erickson. Yep, it was a little ironic. But that was his name. So. I pray to Freya and Odin. There you go, Grumpy J. There you go. And T Valkyrie. Yes, Valkyries. So lots of Norse heritage and Norse influence in the chat today. It's great. So I'm all about that. Yep. Oh, so historically speaking, Anglo-Saxons, Vikings, that's one thing I want to build eventually. Could also build things from, like, maybe not necessarily the Crusades, because that's a little bit, you know, PC sensitive topic these days. But historical events like that would be pretty cool. So, yep, first time I've ever bought a box, but I'm not sure if I should open it or save it as investment when it arrives. That's a good question, Michael. In your situation, it would probably be a fantastic investment in Iceland. I enjoyed it immensely. I opened every single one of them, so I didn't hesitate. They are going to be a lot more common in the United States, though, so that is a tough decision. So, there's a cool piece. You've got a lime green old school barrel with no axle in the middle. So that's a really cool piece. That is Belleville, I believe. So I'm saving that in the green pieces over here. 13. And part of a dragon limb there. That was actually a European exclusive elves dragon, so pretty cool. Morgan says, I'm half Norwegian. There you go, Morgan. Wow. More people hailing from those areas than I would have thought, so that's pretty cool. My last name originated in the 1300s. That was a while ago, Tegan. I don't remember. I wasn't around back then. That's pretty cool. That's a long time ago. Clan Clark is a sept of Clan Cameron that fought in the Jacobite Wars. There you go. And of course, pirates. Yeah, Grumpy J is a pirate at heart, I think. He's got a piratical nature about him. Well, you already know I'll be the biggest supporter of your Viking build. Exactly, there we go. Got a built-in audience for the Viking stuff, so that's great. I think if I were to do like a historical themed poll selection and put Vikings in there, Vikings would beat almost anything just because there's a lot of Viking fans. And there's a lot of Viking minifigures and sets too. The Viking ship with the serpent, the recent Creator 3-in-1, that made it very easy to access Viking-ish stuff. Even if it's not necessarily realistic, but you get the idea. So. Also, man, we have a lot of the same interests. I built very large Constantinople wall section for a school project a few years back. There you go, Constantinople. That's awesome. I did a little a section of the wall as well when I was a teenager many years ago, and it was a lot of fun. It wasn't very good. I don't think I even took pictures or posted of it, but pretty neat. Yeah. I'm a big fan of Byzantine history as well. That might actually compete with Vikings. If I were to do Byzantines versus Vikings in the poll. Because I know there's a lot of Byzantine, late Roman Empire fans out there too. So we need to do video games. We need to do historical stuff. Lots of video games, actually. So we should do like a big blockbuster style video games like Warhammer, God of War, Horizon, and then we could do like smaller games like Tetris or Stardew Valley or Minecraft. Well, Minecraft's not a small game, but more like classic games. Games based on their gameplay mechanics versus their graphics. So. And then we can do some Vikings versus Byzantines versus Anglo-Saxons and have fun with all that. Because I would like to make a Battle of Hastings. That would be pretty easy to do with current parts. I mean, obviously the Anglo-Saxons and Normans would look a little bit different, but you get the idea. I'd be able to accomplish them. Are the Vikings the same as Saxons or similar? They're pretty similar, Tegan, because the Saxons would have come from Saxony in Germany, but they also sailed over to England, and that's when they became the Saxons over there. So similar vibe, but a little bit different. So, but still pretty cool. But yeah, all that good historical stuff is fun to build mocks of. You should do a Witcher mock, get a Syria, and push it about when the game is set to release. That's true, because there's a new game and there's a new show. I know that both were a little bit criticized for various reasons, but I think they were upset that they replaced the Henry Cavill actor. But yes, that would also be good too. I need to add that. I might have that compete with God of War and Warhammer, because that would be a little bit more tougher competition for them, I think. So Hastings is easy. Just have one dude firing an arrow and hitting the king in the face. Battle complete. Yeah, that was how it pretty much ended. That's right. It also isn't that hard to make a green hill, right? That's it. It's a big hill. You have the Saxons on the top. You have the Normans charging up and down. Pretty easy battle, but it'd be cool. Or the battle of, it was a Samford Bridge, the one that happened just before Hastings. That was also a good battle. It's basically two Anglo-Saxons versus Vikings fighting over a bridge. Pretty cool. And eventually the Saxons were able to push them out, drive them out. So. Anything Amazon or Netflix is ruined. That, I mean, to a certain extent, Henry, you were right. They've messed up a few things. I did like the Fallout TV show, though. I watched that, thought it was fun. So I enjoyed that. So not everything they've done is ruined, but a lot of things they've done haven't always ended well. Kind of reminds me of like Game of Thrones and how terrible that show ended. So. Henry Cavill recasting killed my interest in the show. That definitely made me less interested in it as well, Michael, because I like Henry Cavill a lot. I thought he was perfect. So, yeah, replacing Cavill on the show was a bad move. New game is not controversial. People are just mad they don't understand that Ciri was the future of the game and the main character. Yeah, that seemed clear to me too. So maybe people just didn't get it. They just want to play as the old guy Geralt again. So. In which case, just play the original games. Yes, the Fallout show was the only good thing I've heard about. Yeah, the Fallout show worth watching for sure. I don't even, like I said, I haven't played Fallout. I'm just vaguely aware of it. I know about it a little bit through pop culture references and such, but I enjoyed the show a lot. I thought it was good. So, not the best show I've ever seen, but it was very interesting. So, yeah, but overall, though, I can agree. A lot of big corporations sometimes don't understand the source material that they're working with, or the people that they hire to make the show don't really understand it. They try and put their own story spin on it, and it doesn't turn out quite as well. I think the Rings of Power suffered from that a little bit too. In some ways, it was great. I watched the first season. In some ways, it was great. Like, I thought the acting was really well done, but I think that the story was weak. So it's like all the actors were putting 100%, 110% into it, and they were very convincing. But I was not particularly interested in the story. Thought it was convoluted and confusing. So. The scenes were pretty cool overall, but yeah, just not amazing decisions there. So yeah, I bought Fallout 4 on Steam sale maybe 8 years ago. I never played it. That's kind of my situation too, Henry. I think it was only a couple years ago versus 8 years ago, but yes, need to play it at some point. Fallout show was so darn good. Such a weird vibe, but they captured it perfectly. Yes, I thought it had like a great, like, what is going on? It was such a mysterious vibe, so. I really liked the ghoul character. He was so interesting. So, a lot to like in that show. What's your favorite 12-hour build? Ooh, good question. I think it's gotta be Ice Planet for me. I think that they've all turned out pretty well. Really haven't had too many issues. The one where I probably failed the most was the Roman city, the Roman temple build. I wanted to build a whole city, I ended up building just a building. But the building turned out fine, so it wasn't like a total loss. But the Ice Planet build pretty much got everything I wanted done, and that color scheme is so good looking. And I think you can kind of see that in general, that's also my most popular one. I think it is second the most in views, but it has the most likes. So I think that people really resonated with that build too. It was easy because of some of the parts I had. That big orange dome made that build look cool. It's like you can't mess it up at that point. A little bit of azure on the bottom and perfect. So. Hey, that dude was an Icelandic actor. Don't you dare, Malister. Oh my goodness. The only thing about the Fallout show is the brother character is so stupid it should be criminal. He's a little bit, like, naive and dense sometimes, like, annoyingly so, but I think that was kind of the point of what they were trying to do with that character. It didn't bother me that much, but it was, like, kind of like, that guy is not that bright, you know. At least he was acting like an idiot. I don't think the guy is stupid. He's probably a fantastic, intelligent actor, but yeah. I didn't realize he was Icelandic. That's cool. Talking about Maximus, that is? Yeah, I think that was Maximus we were talking about, yeah. So here's a weird piece. This is Lego. It is a weird Lego piece. Let me see if I can find the part number for you guys. It's 2002, and part number 44512. 44512. It is a Belleville flower stalk. Very, very weird. And I'm going to put that right with the plants. Well, we are 10 minutes over time. I'm probably going to go for another 5 minutes or so and then wrap it up here because I'm getting a little tired and I got to go make some dinner. But we've had a fantastic stream. Got a lot of stuff done. Got a whole bin and more sorted. Chatted with a bunch of friends. Figured out video games are a good idea as well as Vikings and other historical stuff. So a lot of cool stuff. You should make your own castle, whatever faction you want. So the next video coming out next weekend is going to be a 24-hour build. And that is going to be a Wolfpack castle. I might be able to show you a sneak peek. Once I end the stream in 2 minutes, I'll show you guys what it looks like. But here's a Znap piece. Znap. Z-N-A-P. That is so strange. That'd be useful in like an apocalyptic style build. Save that for the Warhammer or Fallout build. Oh no. Ugh, Nexonites. He's disgusting. Put that in the minifigures. I hate Nexonites. Don't tell Grumpy J. I'd love to see Falworth Castle. I need to build a Falworth Castle. I've got a lot of the right parts for it. It could be one heck of a build now. Eventually I'll do that. Probably not immediately, because I got some other things on the horizon. But eventually I'm going to make a giant. It would definitely be kind of desert, Middle Eastern style. Kind of like my old L'Oreal stuff, so. Can't wait to see that build, man. Yep, and the 24-hour castle is going to be awesome. We'll go over there and check it out really quick before we wrap up today. Sorry, I'm a bit excited. Hey, that's great. No worries. I'm excited too. Now, it's technically done because I got all 24 hours built, but I'm probably going to go over time with that one because I want to finish it perfectly. So it's technically a finished castle, but it just obviously needs a few more hours put into it. So, wash your mouth. Nexo saved the castle. They saved it, ruined it. It ended the. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna engage with Grumpy J today. Saved the castle theme. Good grief. I think that's quite the opposite of what most castle fans feel about that theme, Grumpy. Alright, we've got 1 minute left of what I want to stream today, so we're gonna go grab that castle and bring it over here to show you guys. Let's see, Henry, no it isn't, it's alleged, either way, inappropriate for the stream, no conspiracy nonsense here. Yeah, we don't want to go too far into conspiracy theories, except Bigfoot. I do love the Bigfoot conspiracy theory. It's 2025, but I'm still stuck in 2016, unfortunately. That's kind of me, Mr. Chimp. Mentally, I'm still definitely, like, 2015, 2016. That's everything has been a blur since then for me. What do you think of the new Blacktron set? I think it's kind of ugly, honestly. I don't think it's the best set that they should have redone. There's a lot of much better classic space sets, including from Blacktron. So I'm probably not gonna rush out and get it, but I will keep an eye out if there's a good deal. So. Let's see. What do you prefer, Kingdoms or Castle? Kingdoms or Castle? They're both awesome. When I was younger, I definitely preferred Kingdoms, but as I'm older, I think I like Castle just a little bit more because I like the trolls / orcs and I like the dwarves. I think those are super cool factions. So definitely, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Finally caught a stream and love the content. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Mr. Chimp. We're going to wrap it up here, but before we do that, I'm going to go grab the castle and show you guys a little preview because it's coming out soon. You can see what it looks like after the first 24 hours we're done. So, hold on one second. If I cannot break it here. There we go. So there is a little preview of what it looks like. There's going to be a bridge and a ramp on the front here. So you can get an idea of what the scale's like. So. But unfortunately, that build is not 100% done. I want to kind of put a few finishing touches on it, some extra details, and I'll definitely describe that in the video too. So it is a 24-hour build, but it's going to be like 24-hour plus build. But keep an eye out for that. It should be going public probably around Thursday or Friday. But for members, it should be out no later than Wednesday. So if you're a member, you've got that little brick, you'll be able to see it early, hopefully, as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you for joining me sort a bunch of bulk Lego. We got a ton of stuff sorted. We had a great chat, talked about a bunch of stuff. I learned a lot. Lots of video game builds in the future, I'm sure. Probably a lot of Warhammer right away, too. So keep an eye out for that, Malister and friends. But yes, all right. Well, that's Solid Man for 24 hours, too. Didn't know how you do it. It's just a lot of Gatorade Zero. A lot of Gatorade Zero, a lot of building, and thankfully it's all pretty simple stuff, so not too bad. But appreciate you guys. Everyone have a great rest of your day, great rest of your Sunday, and great rest of your week. I'll be back again probably next Sunday, or even this Friday. There should be another building stream with more Tron, so keep an eye out for that. But thanks, guys.